Hello, intuitive mamas. Okay, so on my post about the fastest way to manifest money is to validate yourself, I had a really great question from Ruth. So I just wanted to go ahead and jump in live and do a real quick training on self-validation. So she asked, what does the self-validation you speak of look like? And what I'm meaning by self-validation is to validate your worth, your self-worth, how you view yourself as deserving of the good things you're trying to manifest, of the money you're trying to manifest, of the life you're trying to manifest. So spending money on things that you would spend money on anyway doesn't necessarily count. And I'll give you a caveat in a second. Or spending money on other people doesn't count. So if if I bought my son a pack of Pokemon cards or something like that, even though that makes me feel good to be able to give him something, that's not what I'm talking about as far as spending money for self-validation. I'm also, real quick, not talking about maxing out your credit card. I'm not talking about spending money that that you don't have. I don't advocate for that. But it is important to do things that feel good for you. And they don't have to be expensive things. Taking yourself out for lunch, that would count. Buying some special food, that would count. Like maybe you maybe you really like the Lindt truffles, and you don't buy them for yourself on a regular basis, so you treat yourself. It's treating yourself. That's the word I'm looking for. So it's treating yourself because you deserve it, because you are worthy of that good thing. I mentioned in my comment that I see this self-validation as doing things that make you feel special and feel amazing for yourself. Not doing things for other people that make you feel amazing. Do you see the distinction between the two? One of them is doing something simply because it makes you feel great, and it's because you are worthy and you deserve that good thing. As women, in society, we are taught that we need to serve. We are taught that we must do and do and do and do for others. We are taught that to do something for ourselves is selfish. That if we're doing things for ourselves, that we are not putting other people first. And honestly, it's a load of BS. We should be putting ourselves first. And I'm not talking about being selfish. I'm not talking about doing things for yourself when you would be harming somebody else. What I'm talking about is doing things for yourself because you deserve it. I'm talking about having enough love for yourself that you know you should spend the money on yourself. So here's another example to try to help make it more clear. If you say you like to have a glass of wine, Okay, I enjoy a glass of wine in the evening, once in a while, usually a couple times a week, right? So instead of going and buying a $10 bottle of wine that I know is good, I might go and buy a more expensive bottle of wine that I know is good, and treat myself that way. I also like champagne. So I might go, and instead of getting a less expensive bottle of champagne, I might go and opt for the more expensive bottle. Am I going to go and buy a $300 bottle of champagne if my finances can't afford it? No, I'm not. But I will spend a little bit more so that I can show myself that I'm special. If I'm willing to purchase something for my children or for my husband or my spouse or partner or, I don't know, sister, brother, whomever, for my friends even, why would I not buy something for myself? I love these people, and I'm showing it by buying them a cup of coffee, by buying them, I don't know, a meal, or treating them to a meal or whatever. So why would I not do the same thing for myself? Because I love myself. So I hope that helps. Typically, if you are struggling with this, it stems from a core belief of not deserving it or not being worthy of it. And I know I struggled with this, and it was a core belief that to do something for myself was selfish. And that came from my growing up in my religious background. I will say that when I overcame it, life got 10 times better. And so like, here's what I do. I don't always go and buy things for myself. Okay, so let's do a separation there a little bit. Okay, I don't always buy expensive things. If I want something expensive, I do save for it, and then I buy it, and then I feel good about it. If you're purchasing something for yourself and you don't feel good about it, there are things that you need to clear there. There are things that you need to shift, and some stories that you need to be able to shift there. But the idea is to make yourself feel good about yourself. It is to show yourself love. And that is the self-validation that I am talking about. So I hope that's helpful. I was going to say something else, and it was just on the tip of my tongue, and I just lost it. So I'm going to go ahead and end this here. If you have any other questions, feel free to pop them in, and I will answer them. And everybody have a great day.